Hey guys, and welcome to another video, and today I am going to be discussing the predictions of tomorrow's Direct, Nintendo Direct, and here today I am with Zach.
Hello.
Jake.
What's up?
Cameron.
It's your boy.
And yeah, we're gonna start, discussing these predictions that we have. So first up, a new Smash character might be revealed. Because there's usually a Smash character revealed at Directs. And I think it might be an SNK character, like Terry Bogard or a Metal Slug character.
Okay, now don't think of me as being mean, but that is not what I think. Not against any of y'all, but I think it was just a mess up in general. I mean, there's so many leaks that come out and go, and you know, if it is true, I mean, I'd be okay with it, but I kind of wanted, like, a more hype character, you know what I mean?
Like, I was thinking, like, a hype character like Waluigi, because people really want him in Smash.
No!
Well, I think Nintendo, is just choosing, well, Nintendo's choosing the characters this time, and, not Sakurai, but I think they're just choosing third-party characters, because so far we had all third-party characters.
Yeah,
like, one from Atlus, one from Square Enix, and one from Microsoft.
Because if you notice, all the newcomers were basically Nintendo characters, except for, like, Ken.
Yeah.
So, I think they got their fair share of Nintendo characters, and they're going all third party. Anyways, you were saying you watched some where? I'll get you somewhere. You have to join me in some...
I'd like to see the SNK series, because the SNK is this fighting game series.
Yeah,
okay.
There's a lot of good series that SNK has on the Switch. They have a few new series on the Switch. I forgot that one, but there's this one this fighting game they have on the Switch. It looks pretty cool. I know it's on other consoles too, but they're kind of pushing it on Switch. I forgot what it's called, but I know it's a pretty popular fighting game on the Switch, especially in Japan. But there could be a character from that game coming to Smash.
Okay, hear me out. Did y'all hear about the leak of it being a female character that was a mecha? And
yeah.
Not really wanted? Alright, hear me out.
Tracer.
Samus joins the battle. Again.
Samus 2.
Samus 2, the Electric Boogaloo.
No, just Samus comes back again.
Dark Samus.
We already have two Samuses. If we need any other Samuses, it would like be like Link all over again.
Yeah.
Hey, can we get Dark Zero Suit?
Sam's Undertale.
Sam's
Undertale.
Okay, let's go into the next topic. So
wait. I actually have a weird idea. So, I know it sounds stupid, but I'd really love an indie game. Like I know like Shantae and Shovel Knight.
Oh yeah.
And others are like they're like deconfirmed, but they are like so popular and it'd be awesome. And hear me
Undertale?
out.
Undertale?
Hat Kid, no.
Hat Kid.
Undertale's already
That
on
one's
Switch.
good, but please, dear God, no.
Maybe Ukulele. Banjo-Kazooie Ukulele. No, that would be too similar. What if they had Banjo-Kazooie and Ukulele in Smash? Just imagine how crazy that would be.
Yeah, imagine Ukulele being in Smash. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, but Ukulele's basically like a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, so...
Ukulele being could be a alternate skin.
Yeah.
Banjo.
Well, technically, Ukulele, was made by the same developers as Banjo-Kazooie, because they just moved on to a different company after they left Rare.
Banjo-Kazooie, but it's just with different characters. And hear me out. If they have the same company doing it, they could just put...
No, it's a different company doing it, but the same people, the same developers.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure if Rare Microsoft would really like let them do that. They may have a spirit or something like that, something tied to it, because they're so similar. They might even do a Banjo-Kazooie Ukulele crossover in the future, not connected to Smash. That would be cool.
It would be a cool, like, you know, alternate coloring, just to like give a good hint off to it.
Yeah.
What if Cuphead
and
is on Smash?
it had a little bit more variation.
Cuphead.
But anyways,
Hey, you never know.
on to the next topic.
Yeah, Monolith Soft recently announced that there was going to be a new IP, new Nintendo IP, because Monolith Soft is one of Nintendo's subsidiary companies that they own. So they developed the Xenoblade series, and also they worked on Breath of the Wild and the sequel to Breath of the Wild. So they're making a brand new IP. So that's probably going to be announced at the Direct, hopefully. So if you see some weird out there game that you've never heard of before, like a new, completely new IP, I don't know if it's going to be an RPG or a action adventure, something like that, like a kind of like something along the lines of Zelda or any of the RPGs. I think that it's probably going to be a new IP, so hopefully that gets announced there. So what are your thoughts on it?
It could be new, but I'm also thinking they may do another DLC or like expansion pass to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, or maybe it could be part with Breath of the Wild 2. We just don't know. And so, I'm willing to look forward to that, and I'm hoping it's going to be really awesome. Jake, Cameron, got any comments?
Yeah.
We're still talking.
Cameron?
I
Cutting
can
out on
down
us.
a little bit.
He's cutting out on us. Oh no.
But anyways,
Come back.
it would be great to see that song. Good.
Excellent performance from Cameron.
Okay.
What great.
Let's move on to the next subject. So I think Nintendo's hiding one more big game from us, and that's gonna come out in December. Because they have, every year they have some kind of big game in December. Like 2017, it was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In 2018, it was Smash. But what is it this year? It doesn't have to be as big as Pokemon, Luigi's Mansion,
Here's the thing. It could just be a new port. But we also have Pokemon Sword and Shield coming.
Because one game I really want to go on the Switch is Super Mario 3D World. That's a game I really want.
Yeah, that would definitely work on the Switch, since that game did not get a lot of love on the Wii U, because it's one of the best 3D Mario games. Because,
yeah, that would be a good port.
Yeah.
They could also port any other cool game,
Wonderful 101, maybe?
No, I just mean anything, how they did with Skyrim and Doom and all that.
Yeah.
It could literally be anything.
Well, I think those might be separate. Usually third-party ports are separate from Nintendo's own ports. So
Yeah, so...
I think
the big,
yeah.
well, go ahead. I think the big game, though, for now is just, it's probably gonna be, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
But what I think it's gonna be is something smaller, since I know Nintendo is hiding something from us for December. Because, I think, some leakers, Emily Rogers, who's a pretty credible leaker, said something about, a December game coming out, and they said it's not, what anyone predicted so far. So it might be Mario Sports, it might be WarioWare, heck, it might even be a new 2D Mario game. Probably not, but just speculation.
Well, I mean, yeah, they already had new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe out, so I don't think they're gonna add another 2D Mario game.
Yeah, well, I don't think ports are taking the place of actual games on the Switch, because I think some of the games, the sequels to some of the ports, are gonna come out next year and the year after that, like Mario Kart and stuff like that. We'll get into Mario Kart later, but I think maybe even a WarioWare game might come to the Switch, like a WarioWare Switched or something like that.
Definitely possible. Anyways, what was our next topic?
Some kind of game on the Switch representing Banjo-Kazooie, maybe a rare replay or a Banjo port.
Possible port, yeah. Those sound good. I think we could have high expectations, seeing how we already have a couple of the Microsoft, such as Spyro and we also
Spyro's Activision.
No, Activision's Spyro, and then there was also Crash Bandicoot Racing, which probably isn't as good as Mario Kart. I never played it.
Yeah, no, it's not that good. They have microtransactions in it.
Yeah.
Like Mario Kart.
But like they have so many big games that are like big iconic characters that are coming, so I could believe that Banjo's definitely coming.
Yeah. And next up is more Daemon X Machina information. So that game's coming soon.
I played the demo to it, and let me say it was good.
It was pretty good. So it's actually coming out 10 days from now on September 13th. So I think there might be like an overview trailer or like
Yeah.
two or 3 minute trailer dedicated to it, because we really haven't gotten that much information on it. We just got a little bit of Nintendo Treehouse trailers and gameplay and stuff like that.
Yeah. Here's the thing though, when I was playing the demo, like the early demo,
Yeah.
I ran into a problem of running out of ammo, and I was just like, wait, what am I supposed to do? Because I was on the big crab boss, so all I could do is fly around and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
So-
my Switch was at boiling point when I was running that game on there. So I just
Yeah.
shut it down. My Switch was really hot when I was playing that game. It was
when they showed-
super
when they
hot.
showed all the-
Do you get my
when they
reference
showed all
there?
Yeah.
Yeah. When they showed all the updates, like the auto aim and some parts and stuff like that, that made it so easier. I think it's going to be a good game. Probably
Yeah.
not going to get it, but at the same time, it looked like a good game. If I was to get one thing right before it, it would probably be Astral Chain, because that looked really cool too.
Yeah, the Astral Train just came out, I think, like a couple days ago.
Yeah, it did.
And next up we have new Switch Lite info, maybe a new version of it, because hopefully they make a Zelda version of it. Like sometimes
They did have the Pokemon Sword and Shield version.
yeah.
see, like, I'm hoping maybe some new skins. I don't really think they're gonna hover on the topic. I think they got most of it out of the way.
I think they're gonna like brush over, say, "Hey, we have a new model for Nintendo Switch Lite, Link's
Yeah,
Awakening
that's it.
Link or something like that."
There have been videos on the internet, people like playing with it.
Yeah, well, that's because like Nintendo provided it for them, like at an event or something like that. They for a few minutes to play
Yeah.
with it.
It's coming out. It's coming out in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm actually gonna get one to review, so I'm gonna review it and then unbox it and stuff like that. So yeah.
Can I just talk?
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah, no, it's definitely gonna be cool. But I just wanted to say I've been enjoying all y'all's commentary, especially Cameron's.
Okay, let's
Yep.
Yep, that's his one comment.
Yep.
Let's-
Cameron,
let's-
way to get in.
yeah, let's knock out 2 things on the next part. So because we're moving pretty slowly through this list.
I don't even know what one of those things is, but I know what the other one is, and it's really big. So
Okay, so Persona 5 and SMT 5. Persona 5, we need a port of that since Joker's in Smash, and
Yeah.
SMT 5, the series that Persona originally came from, they're both developed by Atlus, but SMT 5 was originally announced at the Nintendo Switch presentation over 2 years ago, back at the beginning of 2017. So that game needs an update.
I
And
think they're working on the port for Persona 5. So it may be a while. But
we're getting
like,
the spin-off
I'm
for
pretty sure
Persona
it's gonna
5.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming it would.
All right. Anyway.
And SMT
that's
5
disease.
hopefully comes out later this year or next year. I don't see later this year, but I see next year. So next up we have new Kirby game, maybe?
Probably not.
Well, I mean,
Probably
Alex
Super
brought up a good
Ultra
point. Every
Mega
2
Game.
years, a big Kirby game or a
Yeah.
Kirby game comes
every
out.
2 to 3 years a new Kirby game. Maybe this will
Although-
finally be the time we get a 3D Kirby game. Because I mean, like, I think maybe the final boss fight of I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm just gonna say maybe the end of Kirby Star Allies hinted it. I'm not gonna talk any more about it, but maybe it hinted
Ooh, yeah.
3D. Maybe it hinted the 3D for the next game.
I wouldn't be looking forward to it, but I mean, like, if it was 3D, but I mean, like, there's definitely gonna be a Kirby coming. It may not happen the next 2 or 3 years. It may be like 5, because like
5
it
years
may
is
take some
pretty
time.
long between Kirby games. Well,
I know, but like on things on the Switch, you haven't really seen like if we're talking about Breath of the Wild's development too. It came out 2 years ago, right?
yeah.
You know how long they spent building the game and planning it?
Hmm.
They spent like almost 10 years. So like this one's gonna be fly faster, but I still think it's gonna be like 2 more years till it comes out, maybe
Yeah.
maybe at least 1. So it's gonna be well. Anyways, next topic.
And guys,
so
I gotta do something real quick. I'll be back in a little bit.
Alright.
so
Next are two
Yeah.
games that got announced 2 years ago. We haven't seen any information on them. So we're hoping maybe just for a second that we can get a little information on Bayonetta 3 or Metroid Prime 4, any trailer, any like hint, because like they haven't talked about it at all, and so we've been hoping for it. So
yeah, I mean
Anything
like
you wanna add?
so yeah, we just got like a teaser for both of them. I'd see at least maybe Bayonetta 3, maybe not Metroid Prime 4. Maybe for Metroid Prime 4 they'll have like some sort of gameplay teaser for Metroid
Yeah.
Prime 4 or some kind of development update of it, because they had to redo the whole development of the game like a year or two ago or something like that. But they may have like a gameplay reveal or something like that of Metroid Prime 4, and then maybe a
We can only
maybe
hope.
and then maybe a trailer for Bayonetta 3, because I think Bayonetta 3 is either coming out like early next year, maybe spring of next year, or late next year. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometime
I'm thinking
next year.
because it's probably going to be high definition graphics and everything. And maybe Metroid Prime 4 is going to be that same way too, but we don't know. But we're hoping to see that. Anyways, Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's probably just gonna get a short trailer updating a little bit on the game. Because I mean,
Yeah.
like they're gonna do a lot of good things with New Horizons. Maybe say that they're gonna add cloud saves. Maybe just like hopefully they'll have cloud saves in
Yeah.
Animal Crossing New Horizons. Because that's
I'd say
that's
they
not
should-
good that they're not having cloud saves. It's really unacceptable that any like Pokemon or Splatoon 2 don't have cloud saves. Because those are games that people put a lot of time into.
Yeah. They may show off maybe a couple new mechanics and that'll be it. But other than that, there's not too much they can work off at Animal Crossing. It's Animal Crossing. It's just
I'd say like a
game
2-minute
that have
trailer
fun.
max. And next up, I think we'd see
Big news on Pokemon Shield.
yeah, it's literally in the description of the direct, kind of like how Luigi's Mansion 3, which we'll get into after this. But I think there'll be new Pokemon reveals, maybe more reveals on some of the mechanics of the game and some of the new things they're adding, some new moves
some
maybe,
new Galarian forms, definitely new moves.
and maybe the starter evolutions of
Yeah.
yeah.
See when you're shiny.
Maybe a little on the plot, like so we actually get to learn a little bit more, or maybe get to see a couple new characters. Other than that, and maybe some graphic updates, and maybe some new things you can do in the game. But other than that, it's gonna be pretty good still.
Yeah, and then next up we have Luigi's Mansion 3, which we'll probably get an overview trailer or something like that. Maybe like
Yeah,
a
like,
description of the game.
They had like a whole game demo and everyone's like played through it. I mean, like,
There isn't
gotta
much
release
you can
soon.
add
I
on
mean,
to
maybe
it.
given in detail of the controls of the game, because they're gonna have a lot of new mechanics in this game, such as the Luigi and I think that suction cup ability and that jump ability thing, that where it gives a burst of air when something happens. They're gonna have like double the moveset of the last Luigi's Mansion games. So
Yeah. Unpopular belief, I really liked Luigi's Mansion 2, especially the bosses. The ghosts in some parts of it were like, but
I kind of felt
overall,
that
I really liked
I kind of felt that Dark Moon was kind of watered down compared to the original one, because the original one has like a lot more depth into it, since it's placed in one mansion, not like a bunch of small little mansions. It kind of feels like the worlds in Mario, and it kind of feels a little too disconnected in that game.
it does feel really disconnected, and like how the plot really doesn't really connect to where he is, but at the same time, it was like really enjoyable to play. Like maybe
Yeah.
some things didn't make sense, and definitely some mechanics were like but it was definitely fun to play. That's what it
I'd
really
say
mattered to me.
2 is a good game, and 3 is probably going to be even better. So,
Yeah,
on with the
people are
next
saying
one.
They're getting really good vibes from 3 because it's all, like you said, it was disconnected. Now they're in one hotel and it has a bunch of different settings there. And
Yeah.
and now we it's probably gonna still have the good game controls as the second. So, anyways, we need to move on. Probably.
Yeah. So
anything you want to say, Cameron?
It's just the,
Thank you, Cameron.
usually the Mario
Alright.
games.
I didn't hear what he said because Jake interrupted. Oh well. Anyways, we're
So-
going on.
on to the next subject, Breath of the Wild 2. We'll get a gameplay reveal.
Yes.
Because
Or
I
maybe
think,
a little bit more of a trailer.
yeah, like a little trailer to it, kind of like,
I want my rehydrated Ganondorf. Quench my.
yeah, I think it might come out late next year, maybe end of 2020, because
That or like
Yeah,
early
maybe.
in the.
Maybe early 2021.
Yeah, early 2021 is what I'd
well,
say.
the reason I'd say 2020 is because I think they're reusing most of the assets from Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild, so it's
That's a
not
good
going to
point.
take as long because they're using the same game engine, and they're probably just going to have to create new settings and new storyline and new things. So
Yeah,
I
here's
I
the
think
thing.
they probably started development back in 2017.
One thing I do want to talk about. The ground shook. I'm hoping that means caves, dungeons, puzzles and stuff, and hopefully more monsters.
What if there's a new dimension? Like, do you know how Zelda games, a lot of the games have a different dimension that you go to?
Yeah.
I think that would be cool if you go into, like, a different dimension in this game. So, in certain parts of the game, you have to play in one dimension, then you travel over to another dimension to do, like, other parts of the game.
Well, what I mean is Breath of the Wild was great and all, and I definitely enjoyed the game. It was
Yeah.
so enjoyable.
It was the
problem
best
was-
Zelda game, in my opinion. I don't care, like, if you say Ocarina of Time's the best. This was my favorite Zelda game.
But here's the problem with it to me. It had the same enemies you ran into. You ran into the same
Yeah.
3 enemies for the most of the time. And then every now and then you come across one different enemy.
It's literally
Or-
Minecraft.
Are you
Yeah.
thinking maybe like Breath
Except
of
it
the
had
Wild
such a lag.
might be like DLC?
And so I was really disappointed in that, but other than that, it was really fun. And then the only other thing was the plot kind of fell. It was just like, okay, you can defeat Ganon whenever you want, which, I mean, I like that aspect, because I literally could run at Ganon in my underwear with a stick, but,
Yeah. So,
it didn't feel like I was really connected. I was just kind of going off on a journey, doing whatever the fuck I wanted.
yeah, so on to the next subject. I think there might be a teaser for Odyssey 2.
Alright,
Maybe.
I disagree with this. Maybe there's a new Mario game that will show off, but that's a not solid maybe, and I don't even think it'd probably be an Odyssey 2 because
We know it's not going to be like a new Super Mario.
Look.
there's probably not. Gonna
Well,
be any games
here's
for
the thing.
Odyssey 2.
give me right.
Okay.
Mario Odyssey was a great game. Wasn't the best, definitely. Although it was meant for kids, and the problem that sunk it out for me, I think, that the reason I didn't like the game as much as I could have, is it was so easy to find all these moons. You didn't even actually have to fight the boss.
Well, that's kind of the point, because, like, it's kind of taking a twist on Super Mario 64. Instead of leaving
Yeah,
a
but
level, when you get
in
it, like...
64, every time you can only get 1 star every time you completed the level. And there's only like 8 for every level, so
Yeah.
it was like you actually have to do a mission, like collect all the red coins and stuff. This one, you could literally walk around the corner, break a box, and then, oh look, there's a moon, or sit on the ground and, oh look, there's a moon, and it's just like all over. I was like, man, I don't even have to do the main mission. I just gotta sit on a bench
Yeah.
and I get a moon.
Yeah, there actually is one where you sit with this guy on a bench, and then you get a moon in New Donk City.
Exactly, that's what I was referencing.
Yeah,
It
and
was-
I really liked Odyssey because there were so many worlds that you explored, and there was a lot of building with like some of the settings and stuff like that, and I'd like to see that expanded. And there was also that one image, you disagree with me on this one, but that one image that Nintendo put out, you just think it's Nintendo just telling you to have a great summer. But I think
why wouldn't Nintendo be saying have a great summer? I mean, like,
Yeah, but I think it might be teasing something, because Nintendo always teases stuff, even when they're, like, saying, like, little things, like, have a good summer, have a good fall. They might show, like, a little thing in it, because, like, they always tease stuff. They could tease stuff in the most little, like, ways.
They could, or they could just be, like, actually kind and just saying...
Because it would be really cool to see a Sunshine Kingdom in Odyssey 2, and you can, like, go around and find all those hundreds of moons in, Isle Delfino.
Yeah, I could understand that. But anyways, we gotta move on. We're talking too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next are the upcoming games for fall and winter. So this is just easy. You remember all the games that they announced at like E3 that weren't gonna come out till fall, winter, and then like there was the Indie Direct, and then there was like all the games that are just coming out in general. And so those are just basically, they're going to give you an overview, kind of like how they always do at the end. They'll give you like a flash of all the games coming out again.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe they'll show up a couple hidden third-party games, kind of like how they did with Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered back in February, kind of like that.
Yeah. Anyways.
So, next up, we have the SNES games for Nintendo Switch Online. So last month with the NES games, it was horrible. It was horrible, the last games. There was Kung Fu Heroes, which is stupid. And then there's also Vice Project Doom, which is, it's a cool game, but it's nothing to carry the whole month. But,
well, I mean, they can't, like, give you everything, and then, like, they have to take some off and put some on, so...
I know, but the thing is, like, even with the $20 price point, they're still doing the bare minimum. It's still not even that worth it. I mean, I think they should...
Yeah, I mean, I've never played the SNES games really that much, to be honest.
And they're not really interesting anymore. I think more, like, Nintendo's like, oh, people are nostalgic for NES games, but I really think it's more than that. I think it's like SNES games too, and maybe later down the line, Nintendo 64 games. And the thing about this is that the Switch doesn't even have any virtual console, so I think there should be some sort of classic games on here other than the NES, like SNES 64, maybe even GameCube and Wii a few years from now. But I would really like to see SNES games, because there was a leak of it, that controller, and...
Yeah, I saw that.
That almost confirms it, because why else would Nintendo file a FCC document for a controller that shaped like an SNES and release it for like no reason? Oh, Switch, SNES controller for your Switch that does absolutely nothing except for 2D platforming and stuff like that. Play it on Mario Maker, stuff like that.
It didn't have a...
Jake, go ahead.
It didn't have a rail like the NES ones.
Well, they don't put the rails on the side views because people saw the one leaked from last year and it didn't have rails on it either. The NES controllers didn't have rails on it on the side view or the back view of it.
Anyways, let's move on to our next.
So
Super Mario Maker
2 free update.
Could be an update.
Yeah, because there hasn't been an update so far, so I think they're gonna push out updates kind of like how Smash Bros. And Mario Tennis does it, like every few months, like, or Splatoon 2, like maybe they'll have like a new game style and a few new enemies. Well, there's a ton of enemies that they're missing from the game, like Pokies, they're missing from the game Fuzzies, and then those bramble enemies that are in the jungle. But I think there's like, for like a lot of the biomes. Yeah, for the biomes and themes, there's not really much representing them. Like, for the desert, there's not really anything that represents the desert. For the snow, there's not really anything representing the snow. Or any of the other ones. So I think, like, maybe Spike or Pokey for the desert, Bramble for the jungle, and then maybe even those Patuis or whatever they're called, the piranha plant things that shoot up stuff for the jungle.
Yeah.
And then for the winter theme, they could add those penguins that slide down and stuff like that. Maybe even some new 3D world enemies.
They should also add the acorn suits for New Super Mario Bros.
Maybe some new power-ups would be, or some of the old power-ups would be good.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm kind of fine with it. We need to move on to our next topic. Oh yeah, did y'all hear Cooking Mama and me? We got together and decided we're gonna make a game. It's called Zack Screenplay.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Alright.
Oh, and then Super Mario Mamma Mia Mango
The Super Mario
Mamma Mia Mango Mustache
Cream.
Cream is coming to the Switch.
Basically, Mario shaved off his mustache, and you gotta help him regrow. The whole game is just you putting mustache cream on his face.
You have to put on the Nintendo branded Super Mario Mamma Mia Mango Mustache Cream.
It's basically one of the bad mobile games, but this time it's better.
Yeah. So let's go on to our next
$10.
topic. So maybe some new Smash costumes.
Yes. With
Maybe like a-
Banjo-Kazooie coming. We
Yeah, I was
can
gonna say
definitely
maybe
get
a
some
Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie like reps or something like that. But here's the thing, since it's Microsoft,
I think
I'm
they
gonna
may have a
place-
Minecraft,
Yes.
Minecraft costume rather than an actual character. I'd love to see Steve as a character in Smash, but like I'd still be fine with a Mii Fighter costume. Maybe a Perfect Dark Mii Fighter costume, since that's a rare IP, and then maybe a Battletoads, and then maybe like Master Chief or something like
Yes,
that,
definitely.
or Mumbo,
Oh yeah.
or Mumbo
That's what I'm
from
hoping
Banjo Kazooie.
I'm hoping for it not being just mainly focused on Banjo-Kazooie, more on Microsoft.
I think
Because
one
think
for
the way
Banjo Kazooie is enough, because at least you could
Yeah.
represent like Grunty or Mumbo or something like that. So last couple topics. This is just like extreme speculation here. Like maybe a completely new Mario Kart could be revealed, because I
haven't
really
got one in like 5 or 6 years.
I don't see Mario Kart 8 Deluxe carrying the whole Mario Kart franchise
Yeah.
on the Switch. I see that just being a
Although it is
placeholder to sell more Switches when it first came out. I mean, sure, it's good to get that on your Switch for like a Mario Kart 8 on your Switch. That's really good. But I'd love to see like Mario Kart 9 or even like Mario Kart 10, because they like a lot of companies skip the 9. Like Microsoft skipped the 9 on Windows, Apple skipped the 9 on iPhone. That would be
Guys,
funny if they
what-
skipped the 9 on Mario
One
Kart.
of the power-ups
Like-
should be
like-
Super Mario Mamma Mia Mango Mustache Cream.
We ask Nintendo, make another Mario Kart. They go 9. Oh,
Okay, we're comparing Nintendo to
we're in German now, even though they're Japan. Anyways,
Yeah, so next up,
maybe.
maybe another extreme speculation. What if they had Switch Sports? Like Wii
Okay.
Yeah,
Here's
they do
what
have
I'm
fitness
saying.
boxing.
Me and Alex are talking, and so we think there definitely could be a new sport that could be better. But then there was also that Go Vacation and fitness boxing, which I mean,
They're borderline shovelware in my opinion. I mean, like
But yeah, there's also a sports game called Sports Party, but that's also shovelware.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but
like-
I'd say like since the Switch is catering to like both families, teens, and adults, like all ages, and like it's kind of like the Wii, it's a broad audience. I could see them making like another kind of party/sports game, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
I was expecting them to do it like at launch, maybe like a Switch Sports like in 2017, but they did that 1-2 Switch. It's basically like Wii Party, but the Switch version. But
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Wii Party had more games.
All
No.
So,
no, I think 1-2 Switch had more games, but they were quicker
Well,
games on 1-2
Yeah,
Switch.
they're like way quicker games.
But I think Switch Sports would be amazing on Switch. Maybe like have 15
Like a
different
Wii-
sports and stuff like that. And it would be
like
kind of
Wii Sports.
Mhm.
Like maybe a Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Or like that doesn't have a
Maybe.
Wii in it.
that would be cool, but they're probably not. Anyways, to wrap this up, there one piece of information I did not tell Alex. Disney and Nintendo actually got together. They're actually making this one game that no one knows about, and I'm about to put it on the docs. Ready? There it is.
Okay. Oh no. I'm not.
It's the Bobs.
Made by-
That's right, it's the Bobs. Anyway, okay. So, but that was just the easy way to wrap it up.
So
So far, those are all our predictions, guys. So
So
Alex,
yeah,
you
thank you guys for watching this video. I'll be doing a reaction tomorrow with even more people, hopefully even more people. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Goodbye.